The company Varsity, in association with lots of groups, including Drum Corps International, has put together something to help music educators all across this country during the pandemic and this strange fall season that we are headed into. Drum Corps International's top talent have taken part in this project called Together as One. And we're joined by the guy that's co-coordinating it all, Robert W. Smith, famed DCI composer. I associate you most, Robert, with Suncoast Sound and the Troopers. First of all, how's Susan? How are the girls? How's everybody doing?
Oh, they're absolutely wonderful as we could be in this pandemic situation, but everybody's doing well. Health is good.
This project, Together as One, was conceived to help, at least in the short term, the fall season for a lot of high school music programs unable to field a competitive show. Most of the competitive circuits are shut down. Tell us about Together as One. This is a free field show for the taking, right?
Absolutely. This was a project that came out of a conversation with four friends sitting around talking. And so with Tim Hill was an administrator at Disney. We know him. He was very integral when DCI was in Orlando in those championships. He was also a board member of the Magic of Orlando. Tim is retired from Disney. He now is one of the administrators at the Biltmore in the Carolinas. Wonderful gentleman, caring person. Ben Schroeder of Varsity, David Starnes, and I. And we were having a conversation about the pandemic. And I said, it started with a comment. My greatest fear, my greatest worry is that when this pandemic is over and our groups can get back on the field, and for example, football, if there's a football game and there's a halftime show that needs to be there, and we haven't had time to put this together, we are going to be in trouble. We have to be there with rigor and with relevance. We've got to be able to put a show together in a short amount of time. I contend that people of my generation, as I'm talking to you, Dan, I'm now 61 years old. I know what it is to put a show together in a short amount of time, to put it together in a week. But current and contemporary, that's not the norm. It takes a while to develop the very complex shows of modern day drum corps, modern day marching band. I said, we've got to be there, again, with rigor and relevance. And when they say there is a football game next week or the week after, the band has got to be there. The band has got to make a difference in that game. The moment we're not there, I contend we then become possibly dispensable. And that is going to impact us forever.
You put out the call for help, and the people that you got, let me just share a list that was sent to me by DCI of the people that have taken part in this. The wind arrangers are Jay Bocook, Michael Klesch, Richard Saucedo. These are drum corps heavyweights. Percussion arrangers, Tom Hannum, Ralph Hardiman, Mike McIntosh. The drill designed by none other than Michael Gaines. Color guard choreographer was Michael Rosales. And then we had also color guard choreography from Daniel Riley, Casey Thompson, Rick Subel. When you approach these people, did you approach them or did they approach you and say, hey, I want to be part of this?
This started again with that conversation with these between four gentlemen
right.
with shared vision. From there, David and I split it up, and I contacted all the musicians. And by the way, I want to add Paul Rennick's name to that list that you just.
Fantastic. As if you need more percussion heavyweights, put a Rennick on there, sure.
Absolutely. So I started calling all of the musicians, and David started calling all of the visual designers, and shared a vision with them and asked them to jump on board in a pro bono situation. And I do want to point out, this is totally a gift from all of these designers to our pageantry arts world. We spent several months putting all of this together, and nobody makes a dime off of this. This is a gift to the world of music education and our pageantry arts. And so with David making the calls on the visual side, me making the calls on the musical side, and we started putting ideas together. And as a result, we now have a multifaceted program called Together as One. It's not just one show. It can be implemented in different ways.
Well, and we're going to see one of the ways it has been implemented virtually, get a sample of Together as One later in this March On Webathon. Robert W. Smith, what you and your colleagues have done is nothing short of an extraordinary gift to the world of pageantry. And it shows once again that Drum Corps International is marching music's major league and continues to lead the way even when times are just one big question mark. Thank you for taking action, and thanks for joining us today.
Thank you, Dan. And best wishes to everybody out there. March on.